So I think we'll just crack on and then let people join as they join, and we can go around to them. So I know we normally have guest speakers on, but this month I wanted to do something different so we can all get to know each other a bit more as members and part of the group. So we're just going to do a networking power hour. So, I mean, feel free to talk about whatever you want. You know, this is a safe space and all that. And so I think if we just introduce ourselves, what we do, and if you've got an ask as well, like, you know, if there's something that you need within your business, personal life, whatever, if there's something that you need help with, then let us know. And after everybody's finished introducing themselves and saying the piece, if anybody can help anybody, or wants to connect afterwards, then we can do it. And feel free to whack anything in the chat if you can't speak or whatever else, but you want to contribute, then feel free to do so. I'm just going to go around in order of who I see on the screen. I'll go first because then I guess I'll set the precedent. But feel free to do whatever you want. So I'm Michaela Wayne, not Design and Build UK, but the owner of Design and Build UK. We are the largest online and hard copy construction magazine in the UK. We've been going for, I don't even know, I think 15 years or something, or maybe 14 years, something like that, a long time. And during the pandemic, we developed into a full service marketing agency. So now we do marketing for tier ones all the way down to micro businesses, websites, and those kind of things. And then the founder of the Women in Construction Awards, which is, I guess, my passion project, because it just takes up my whole life and doesn't bring in any money. But I really enjoy doing it, and obviously the founder of this group and community. I don't have a major ask, I guess, just awareness around our group, Women in Construction, the networking that we do, the hub that we've got. Obviously the awards as well, nominations have now closed and they're in with the judges, and I think the shortlist is being announced at the beginning of July, so if you have put anybody forward or yourselves, then that'll be out there then. And I'll share something personal as well, which most of you know anyway because I've been vocal about it, but my son's dad made a decision at the end of last year to take his own life. I guess it wasn't a decision, it was just something he did. And this year's been a real challenge, to say the least. I've been having therapy. I believe in leading by example. I don't know how much good it's doing, but we're getting through things. And days like today, I look forward to, but at the moment are also inducing a lot of anxiety because I don't speak to that many people at the minute. I've been in my cave. So I think anybody who experiences the same things, our awards are going to be sponsoring Mates in Mind, a mental health charity in construction. And I really hope to try and prevent any children like my son and ex-partners or current partners like me to never really have to go through anything like this again, because it's an unnecessary evil in the world and I think very preventable as well. So yeah, slightly feeling on edge today. I have just got back from a heavy weekend in Chicago though as well, so that probably didn't help. And I've had a ton of coffee, so mixed emotions at the moment. So yeah, I'll go around to everybody as well if you want to say whatever you want to say, and then we can all have a catch up at the end. Claire was here at like 9:20, so to you first, Claire. Here you go.
It was only because I had problems with my laptop last time and it wouldn't connect and it was really difficult. Anyway, I'm Claire. I'm out of work at the moment. I'm currently trying to find my mojo of where I want to be in life. My background is project management and health and safety, and basically just helping companies get their back of house paperwork all together and make sure they're compliant and they're doing the right thing. I helped a company get all of their accreditation from CHAS to safe contractor to construction line in less than 4 months last year. Which I think is quite an achievement to try and get that all sorted. It doesn't mean today to say they've followed everything, but it was all in place and ready for them to go ahead and trade and get PQQs and get on large companies' books, etc. A little bit about me. I'm a bit, what am I? I'm single, I live with my dog, and I've just come back from a camper retreats where we did yoga, sound baths, a bit of woo-woo, a bit of walking up hills. not as bad as the last hike we did, I must admit. It was very easy, Michaela. A bit of horse riding, and then a little paddleboarding on Monday. So I'm very chilled, a little bit suntanned from catching the sun, and sort of now just going to take it easy and sort out what I want to do next, basically. So if anybody needs any help with anything, I'm free. And Michaela, if you do need help with women in construction, with the awards, I'm quite willing to help be organising. And what else? I think that's about it about me. But it's lovely to be part of you, all the team, and go on the walks, etc. I'm enjoying being connected to you all.
Oh, thanks, Claire. And I love that you're just like free and breezy and floating through life at the minute. I wish that was my life. And yeah, so for any of you who don't know, we climbed this horrendous hill. I don't even know what it was, but it was just disgusting. With Catherine, who's normally in this group, who is just like some machine, and she almost killed us all. Did not prepare us for what was happening. So we've organised another one where hopefully nobody will die, and it's going to be Snowdon. And if you're not part of the Women in Construction Hub, because I know some of you came through LinkedIn, then just let me know and we'll add you to the hub. All the details are in there. But we're doing Snowdon. Can't remember the date. I feel like is it July, Claire? Is it July or August?
I thought, yeah, I think it's, I can't remember it for the date. Yeah, July.
July, there we go.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're going to be climbing Snowdon in July, and those who want to get the train back down, feel free to do so. And those who want to die in crippling agony with your sore knees, like me, then feel free to do so. Right, Bill, thanks, Claire. Belinda,
we need polls next.
Yes, definitely.
Good morning, everyone. How are you? Jeez, I'm trying to think now how I'll best follow that. But I am managing director of a company that also takes all of my time for no money. I previously was a legal consultant, but I'm a qualified QS now. So I'm working on a group of property companies I founded. I just moved back from the Algarve about 2.5 months ago. Talk about free spirit, Michaela. I've got 2 weeks to decide where I want to move next, and I haven't decided if that's North Wales, stay in Liverpool, or go to East Cheshire. So I'm sure, I think by Saturday I might figure that out. But I've been working on loads of investment properties that's been taking most of my time over the last few weeks. So I'm looking to get them out to my investors now this week. Lots of opportunities. And then I've got my own QS and project management consultancy firm. And Claire, I've taken down your details as well, because I'll also be developing soon enough as well. I'll take it in steps and stages, but again, I am looking to grow my supply chain and networking and speaking to everybody really who I can collaborate with this year. Collaboration is my word of the year. But no, really enjoying being on here. I've met some fantastic women, and I will definitely be joining you in Snowdon. But a side note, which I think is a lot easier, as I said, Michaela, you can drive about a third way up the mountain, and then you get a little bus that brings you like another third. And then they strap you in, right? And then they send you flying down the mountain at speed, about a mile, and you're literally back down and all. And I know the owner of the zip line, Zip World. So just putting that out there.
Linda, I went last year, and I watched my boyfriend do it, who's a lot braver than me. And when he come off, he was almost sick. There's just zero chance.
And there's no hassle on your knees either. Trust me, honestly.
I would
just
rather
put that out there. I just need to make a phone call.
I'd rather be in a car accident, Belinda.
But yeah, no, I'm all over the Northwest now. Just trying to buy and build really. So yeah, it's me.
Amazing. Thanks, Belinda. Samantha, hello, welcome.
Hi everyone. I found you on LinkedIn, but this is really lovely so far, and it's great to meet you all. I'm a specialist construction broker, so I work for a sort of niche brokerage, get involved with every type of complex property need known to man. At the moment, I'm working on a nuclear project in the Netherlands. Sometimes it can be a self-build or a tower block of flats, or legal issues surrounding it. you know, that sort of thing. So it's quite a wide and varied. I'm also a specialist in modular construction and do a lot of public speaking to try and drive that forward in the UK, though that's had a bit of a disastrous year at the moment. So it's not the easiest thing to do. Just looking to network a bit more and especially get involved with more women in construction. We can be a lonely bunch, can't we, amongst all the men out there doing it. And so yeah, so this is really interesting. On a personal note, I'm newly single, divorced after 23 years.
Just a couple in there, you know, one in each pack. I've been doing it like this. Alison.
Sorry, I've muted
That's all right.
Natasha. She often does that. She just comes in like a tornado.
She's in. Yeah, so newly divorced.
Sorry, is it my go?
No,
Oh shit.
you were on mute.
Love it. Oh dear. So yeah, so newly divorced, got my son. I'm into horses. I've got 3 horses, so I get up super early in the morning to look after them before work. I primarily work from home because my company's in Manchester, but I'm based down in the south. So yeah, so just finding my feet in this brave new world really, and continuing to do what I do with construction.
Lovely, Samantha. I'm going to connect with you properly after this because we're starting to do tons of marketing in the nuclear industry, actually. So I'd be interested in learning a bit more. I feel like no construction inside out, and we've always touched on nuclear, but it's never been big for us. But yeah, we've recently got some big clients, so
yeah,
I'd always be interested to learn a bit more.
Definitely, brilliant. Thank you.
Thanks, Sarah. Amanda, hello.
Hi all, you all right? On this Thursday, is it Thursday today? It is, isn't it? That tells you about my week. So I work for Alcumus Safe Contractor, which has already been mentioned today. Thank you, Claire. And basically we offer a supply chain compliance solution. So I work with clients across construction, also retail and hospitality, especially like the hospitality side at the moment, which is a new sector for me, and it's great when you go to clients and they offer you wine. I'm loving life. So it's all about supply chain compliance, both from a health and safety perspective, but also increasingly around sustainability, modern slavery, and cybersecurity. So we help build those kind of compliance supply chains for clients is ultimately what we do. I've worked in construction pretty much all my life. I love it. And as much as I'm enjoying hospitality and retail, construction is where my heart is. So I try and keep both feet in that camp, probably. In terms of what I get from this group and what I love about this group is the variety of people that we have involved, and the variety of experiences that people are really willing and happy to share, and I get a lot from that. I think I've mentioned before that I suffer quite a lot with imposter syndrome, and it's a big part of my life, and this kind of helps me realize, you know, maybe I know a bit more than I do, and I'm doing all right. And personally, I've got 2 daughters. I've got one that's 31 and then a 14-year-old. So a bit of a gap there, and the 31-year-old has a 2-year-old son, so I've got a grandson as well. Got a dog, love walking. Gutted to miss the last walk, which I think was Scarfell Pike, wasn't it? That is horrific. Scarfell is probably the worst one to start with. Snowdon would be
Harrison's Biffle.
Yeah, it was like three pipes, like spiffles.
Yeah. Yeah, in the Lake
She made
District.
us do all 3. She literally made us do all 3. I was like dying, munching on Haribo, like, fucking take me home. And she's like, just one last one. Like, honestly, this woman's off her nuts.
I'm a great believer in goals, Michaela, right? So you've done that one. Snowdon's next. Well, it seems obvious to me that we need to aim for the 3 peaks. So you're talking Scarfell Pike, you're talking Snowdon, and you're talking Ben Nevis. And ideally, the biggest challenge in doing those 3 things is to do it in 24 hours. So maybe that's our goal, right?
Are you all right in
and
the
I'll
head?
go on
This
mute
is
at
like
that
a
point.
networking, like chill network, drink wine afterwards. Like, what is this? What's wrong with you all? Are you ill?
I'll go on mute at that point.
Oh, bro, thanks, Amanda. And great to have you here. And you know what? Imposter syndrome is spoken about so much. And I'll be honest, I think I've just really powered through life and never really experienced it. And obviously this year things have been shook for me. And I think I've like got it. I'm hoping that it's just like a little spell. But doing things like this now, whereas I would just normally be fine and I pretty much know everybody, it's just a chit chat. I am like a nervous wreck. Like, what am I doing? Like, these women are so much better than me. Who am I to be hosting these meetings? All of these thoughts, which just never even entered my head previously. And I think it's just something sent me off course a bit, and I'm desperately trying to get back on track. So I hope we'll do, but I'm absolutely with you with this imposter syndrome. I don't know if it's used too much. So I don't want to diagnose myself with it, but definitely feeling more nervous than I normally would. So thank you for sharing, because it makes me feel better when other people have got it as well. Helen, hello, Helen. Why do we keep saying hello? It's because of Belinda's here and she's Irish.
Why do you not sound like that?
Oh my God. Hello, ladies. I don't normally do work calls from bed when I'm not taking my makeup or brush my hair. But I was doing a keynote at a conference yesterday and I'm knackered. And actually that's what I totally love about this group, that you can just rock up and totally be yourself. And it's about who you are. It's not, name dropping and boasting and having to be polished and shiny, and we just say, "Love, fuck it, I've got imposter syndrome, or I'm struggling with this, or challenges." That's what I absolutely love. I have done a small mini self-promotion there in the chat, Amanda. I've sent you a link to, but it will help. It's an episode of the podcast that I recorded, Women in Business, the She Word. It's on imposter syndrome, but just listening to it, honestly, we've had really good feedback about it. Like, just knowing other people struggle with these issues. In fact, I was recording that episode back in March in Malta. I live in Malta. And as I'm like, I'm prepared for it. I've got these 3 guests, we're talking about it, and this stupid little voice in my head's going, "You do realize just how ironic this is, that you're recording an episode on imposter syndrome and you have imposter syndrome." Like, thank you for that. If you could just quiet just for 45 minutes, that would be great. Thank you. So totally with you there. And yeah, Michaela, it will pass. You've been through such a lot this year. So yeah, it's all related to that, so don't worry. Anyway, I am Helen Chorley. I'm an ex-investment banker turned angel investor. I'm the co-founder of Property Sisters, so I'm more like on the property investment development side of stuff, kind of, rather than construction per se. But I did meet some of you at Women in Construction. Hi, Belinda again. And I'm a judge for Women in Construction Awards, have been since the beginning. And I'm really excited this year. I've not looked at the applications yet, but I've got male ally category. So I get to check out the men, not in that, God, that sounded so wrong. Not in that way at all. Oh God. Oh dear. Let's take that back. I know it's not been recorded, is it? But I get to, yes, I get to judge a new category this year, a new challenge. That's what I was actually trying to say. I'll just stop there.
Thanks, Helen. Yeah, you need to check it out as well. I think there's only about a week or so. I don't even know.
I know.
I
know. I was focusing on yesterday, and then it's literally, I've got it in
tell
for
everybody
Friday to
about your
do.
TV show. I feel like you always undersell yourself, Helen. How you can ever get imposter syndrome, honestly, just gives me such confidence. Helen's got a TV show as well.
Oh, I've done 7 TV shows. I did so I'm best known for, I was the original female angel investor on Property Elevator. I did 4 series of that. It's kind of like Dragon's Den, but for property investment. So we have people pitching property investment deals to us. So you can check that out on Property TV. I think it's still on their YouTube. It was on Sky at the time. Then I did Property Graduate, which is kind of like The Apprentice, but again for property. Did 2 series of that. I was what were they called, Michaela? Alan's 2. Margaret. I was Margaret on that show.
Karen Brady, go for Karen Brady.
Karen
Surely.
Brady. Okay, I'm Karen Brady. And then I was on the first episode of Venture Visionaries, which is a venture capital show that has angel investors on, and we talk about kind of what we look for in investing in people. And then I've just done this podcast, 7 episodes of the She Word Women in Business, where we looked at all sorts of things from burnout, imposter syndrome, entrepreneurs, mentorship. So lots of stuff that's relevant across industry. So that's the one I've shared there with you, Amanda, that I think you might enjoy.
Thanks, Helen. Charlie, hello.
Hi everyone, I'm Charlie. This is only my second call that I've joined, so I'm very new to this group. I am a customer success manager for a Contech company called MSite. We specialise in workforce management software, and our customers are typically tier 1 contractors. So I've worked there for 5 years now. And I joined this group because I'm looking to network with similar people to myself, meet more women within the industry. And as you guys know, very heavily male orientated, especially my business. There's not many women there. So it would be nice to chat to some. And also to improve my public speaking skills. I'm fine on calls, I'm fine face-to-face, one-to-one, but I struggle speaking to an audience. I get, nervous, red-faced, panicky. So I really need to improve on that. A bit about me. So I live in Chester. I have actually climbed Snowdon before and I hated it. So I won't be doing it again. I got lulled into a very false sense of security and thought it was going to be really easy, just like a little walk in the park. And within the first 10 minutes, I'd already cried because it was so steep. So I won't be joining you guys, but I will be cheering you on, maybe with a glass of wine or something like that. But yeah, no, I love cooking, have a bit of an unhealthy obsession with TikTok and true crime podcasts. But yeah, that's me.
Oh, thanks, Charlie. And can I just say, I've been doing public speaking since I was on The Apprentice. When was that? Like 7 years ago. And still now, like my lip is always stuck to my teeth. I've got like the worst right mouth. I'm like shaking. And I always end up swearing because I'm Northern and it just comes out. Right? It's just like Tourette's or something. So I'm really conscious that don't swear. And like, what is your mouth saying? And what's happening with your lip? And all these things going on. And I really wish somebody could just wave a wand, but I think it's, to get rid of it. But I think it's just something in me naturally that's always going to be there, a bit anxious. But what I will say is it just brings loads of energy. When you're a bit anxious, you just like, so I think you're more vibrant. There's some people who are dead professional and like you kind of zone in and out of what they're saying. It might be dead interesting, but they're not brilliant characters. I always prefer the people who are on stage who are just slightly unhinged. I'm like, I'm captivated. Like, what are they going to say next? This is interesting. What's going on? So yeah, a bit of anxiety is always good as well. Trying to.
Can I just add to that? I'm one of those unhinged ones. That's why I'm knackered today, because I was literally living on adrenaline yesterday. I did the opening keynote speech. That makes you nervous. First up on stage at the iconic Wealth for Women annual conference yesterday. But Charlie, I'm trying to find the link and my coffee's not kicked in yet. But I'm also a judge for the Speaker Awards, and the day and the evening of that is on the 5th of July in London. So when I find mind you have to jump in 5 minutes for another meeting, but when I find the link to that, or message me and I'll send you the link to that, and that during the day will have speakers like teaching you about how to be better at speaking, and I can connect you with people with the PSA. It's just practice and learning, exactly what Michaela said, learning to be you. I don't do the polished thing. I get on there, I forget what I'm saying because I'm menopausal. I swear, I'm just, but that's, I prefer that like real rather than polished. So it's just finding your way of doing it. But if you connect with me, I can put you in touch with people.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you.
Well, thanks, Helen. Thanks, Charlie. Hello, Janine. Welcome.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? Hi, lovely to meet you all. This is nice being involved in this group. Right, okay. First meeting. Hi, first introduction. My name's Janine. I live in London. I own a couple of small businesses. One being a cleaning company, which I'm really hoping that this hub is going to help me get construction cleaning contracts, or advise me or point me in the right direction in how to tender, where I should be looking for that. But stuff that, a bit more about me. You know, I'm a woman in business trying to find my way. I'm also training to be a therapist. I am just all about women empowerment in whichever sector that may be. And yeah, today has been a bit of a crappy day for me because I'm just getting over COVID. I put on makeup. I'm hoping you're going to say I can't tell. And my partner is in Switzerland on a job, so I am manning the family. We've got 3 children and an Akita, an American Akita, and things are a bit on top at the minute. I'm feeling very heavy, very under it, very struggling to spin all my plates and get all my stuff done. And yeah, that's a bit about me. Thanks for having me here, guys.
Oh, thanks, Janine, and welcome. Honestly, I totally understand where you're coming from. I've got 2 children and my partner works in London half the week, and there's times when I'm just like, what have I committed? We was literally just having this conversation. I'm like, why do I have all these commitments? Why do I have a business, staff, children, animals? You know what I want to do? I want to go in bed.
Do you know what I mean? And the thing is as well, is, you know, when you start talking about relationships and it's all this, 50-50, and I'm very blessed. My partner's great partner, great dad, but it's never 50-50. It's always us women just always have to juggle and hold up so much more than them. They just don't get it.
100%. And what I will say as well is Natasha, she'll probably introduce herself in a minute. I think she's working and listening in. She has a construction cleaning business. But she's still developing it in the early stages, but she works on construction contracts. So it might be good for you to connect as well, because you know collaboration is key and all that. Men have failed massively in construction to collaborate, so we want to try and lead the way with that and show them how it's truly done.
Oh, that would actually be amazing. I mean, we specialize in events, so I've got a lot of contracts with festivals and immersive exhibitions and stuff like that. But we did a huge job for the Czech Embassy last year. It was like a 5-month build. It was the first time we'd done a construction clean, but we are that company. We give it 150%. If we don't know how to do it, we'll find out how to do it. And it was such a dream. It was such a nice job. And compared to all the other sectors we've worked in, I really enjoyed it. And I went to the Construction Week exhibition at Excel. That's how I got to find out about you wonderful people. Saw the hub, and there was, hang on, Sonia, is it Sonia Seddon? Sophie
Seddon.
That's it, apologies. Sophie Seddon, she was on the panel. She was fantastic. And I was watching you all and I was like, this is my kind of vibe. I'm loving this energy. I've got to get involved. So here I am.
Oh no, thank you. Honestly, thanks for joining us as well. We are trying to grow it. I've had some news about the app though. The company that we use is actually closing down, so we're going to end up having to move our community elsewhere. So that's been the latest drama in my Michaela Works for Free episode. But I'll keep you all in the loop about it. It's still going to be there until October, so we've still got some time. And if you are on the app, then Sophie's on there as well. You know, you can connect with people, DM people in there as well. So if you want to connect further, then she's in there. I think she was the keynote last week. I think she was like last month. She was guest speaker actually as well. But yeah, definitely connect with her. And her company does really well up here, Novus. Well, I think she's national actually, but that's a good company to get involved with as well. And I hope I'm saying it right. Is it Cora? Yeah, sorry, I've obviously not said your name right.
Sorry, it's hello. Hi, I'm Kaori.
Kaori.
Sorry, I have to admit, this is my first time joining this, and I have to admit I didn't know about this community. Actually, this invite appeared in my diary. So I was kind of invited, and I thought, what is this? Oh, but then Women in Construction Award, I think I was at the award ceremony. Was it last year? And as one of the shortlist, and maybe that was related to that. But anyway, I was so curious. I shuffled the diaries, so other things, and then I thought I'd join to see what it is. And hello, so that was what brought me here. I am an architect. I am sort of one of the directors in a sort of company in London, and and oh yeah, and then we yes, I've been working here for kind of nearly 20 years, and working here, and it's quite a sort of quite hard work being a managerial sort of top rather than running projects. And my personal level, I'm Japanese. It's kind of, you can tell, and I came as a teenager, just sort of thinking of adventurous child, thought I would learn English or whatever for a couple of years or a year. And I end up staying, keep finding things like I liked about sort of music or art and so on. And I end up staying for more than 30 years. And I am married to a Essex person and of 7 years younger, which is great. And not architect for the first time. And we don't have any children, so it's a kind of quite a relaxed, non-responsible. So hearing everybody talk about all these different things going on, all I have to concentrate is work and husband. It's very simple. But anyway, so that's pretty much me, really.
Oh, brilliant! Thank you. And sorry, how do I say your name again? Was it? Can you?
Kaori.
Kaori. And Carrie, what did you say your company was? I missed it. Who do you
It's
work for?
architect. I'm an architect.
Oh, an
a company
architect.
called Architect. Sorry, yeah.
Ah, right. Okay. Yes. Sorry, I missed it. So, all right. Okay. Brilliant. And so you was at the awards last year.
Yeah. So.
Oh, amazing, amazing. Well, hopefully you'll come again this year. And I don't remember half the people there because I drank too much wine. So it'd be good to actually meet people this year and try and remain over. Thanks for joining us though. We do this every month, so it's the second Thursday of every month at the same time, 9:30 to 10.
I see. Okay.
And then we occasionally have a guest speaker on, and we always do a bit of networking, but normally have a guest speaker on talking on all different topics in and around construction, business, life in general.
Great. No, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for joining us. Thanks. Natasha, are you there? Are you listening in? Are you available? Here she comes.
Oh, there we
The
go.
tornado.
Hi, ladies. Hi, everyone. So I'm Natasha. I've got my little boy, he might come running around because he's got chicken pox. So he's at home. There's summer every week, so there's always summer. But so yeah, I'm at home with the little one. We're just working in the kitchen. So yeah, I'm Natasha Gale. I used to be a boxer for GB. A lot of the ladies that are on here every month will know that. I retired and then did nothing for a year. I was a bit down, a bit depressed, and then got into cleaning, started networking, got into cleaning. And then I had an idea to set up a cleaning company. Set up a cleaning company doing SA and HMOs, and then moved into, well, then we got hit with lockdown. So then I decided I wanted to go into cleaning for new build cleaning and construction cleaning. I got a small little contract and I absolutely loved it. And then that was it. I was like, I want all these contracts. I just want to specialize in this type of cleaning. So is it Janie? Is that, sorry, Janine? How do I say it?
Sorry, gorgeous. Janine.
Janine, yeah.
Yeah. You can call me Janie if you want, babe.
No, I'm terrible with names, honestly. But if there's anything that I know Michaela said if there's any that we could have a chat. So if you need anything from me and I can help you, I will do. I'm not like a professional or anything. I ask Michaela for help a lot as well. Trying to run a marketing campaign at the minute. So that information that you help with Michaela in terms of having the click points and stuff like that, when we're doing the emails, we're actually setting that up now. I was just on a meeting as well, so I was doing 2 meetings at once and having the little one running around. It was chaotic. So I'm progressing on really well with that. Moving aside from that, like when I was boxing, we used to do a lot of sort of trying to inspire the younger generation, and we used to have to do a lot of talks in schools. And in some respects, I find that working in construction, obviously, it is male dominated. I find that there's a barrier there as well, and I want to be able to go into schools talking about boxing, talking about being in construction and being a woman in construction, and just trying to inspire the younger generation. I think I would have got into sports a lot younger if I would have had that in my school. You know, somebody coming around and talking about, you know, you can do this, you can do that. So that's something I want to do this year, is going into schools and going into colleges. I've got a little link for going into Derby College, so that's something that I'm hoping to do this year. I want to be on a panel and do some talks. I finally feel like I've grown the confidence to just give that a go. And yeah, just at least I can't go bright red, so I'll just stand there. I might start stuttering, but I want to give it a go and really push myself. And I remember when I first joined this group, I didn't used to speak, and now you can't shut me up, can you? I used to not have my camera on, but this is a really good group. I absolutely love it. I look forward to the meetings every week. It's a genuine group where, you know, we actually help one another. And I do think that you are amazing, actually, Michaela, because, you know, you tell us, you just tell it as it is and you say it as it is. And when I attended the awards last year and everybody were bigging you up, I thought, oh God, everyone's only bigging her up because it's her event. You know, I literally was like, typical, innit? But then when I left the event and I got all the support that I got, I was like, this woman's actually like genuine. She's actually nice. And there's times when I message you on WhatsApp and I'll ask you stuff and you're happy to help, even personal stuff with my personal house. So, you know, I just think you're a 1 in a million. I think you're brilliant. I think, you know, you're going through a tough time now, but you're tough, cookie, and you'll get through. You will get through. So thanks for creating this group. Thanks for introducing me to all the other lovely women, for Helen as well, because obviously I'm pally with you, Helen, now as well. And she's amazing as well, doing her own things. And there's Carol as well. So I've just got this massive network of brilliant women that are where I kind of, you know, I can look up to, and we support one another. So I love these meetings, absolutely love them. I feel like I can bend whatever I've got going on, my kid running around in the background. I might swear because Michaela accidentally bloody unmutes me and I'm like doing something I shouldn't be doing. But no, they are great for everything. And I think I've touched on everything there. Bit about my background, bit about what I'm doing now. I've had the cleaning company, I think, for about 4 years, and I am trying to grow it currently. We're called Clean Innovation, so if anybody wants to follow us, and if I can help anybody, then just give me a shout. I'm in construction, I'm on sites quite a bit, and I'm still learning. I don't know everything. I am still learning loads. I didn't know half the terminology a year ago, honestly, I didn't. I've learned it through this group and just saying, what does that mean? So just don't be afraid to like ask anything. I think that's what I've learned, because nobody's really judged you on this group. I feel like I fit in, you know, a bit out there, but you know, you just feel like you fit in. So that's really nice. So I'll shut up then, and I'll just thank everybody. Thank you.
Oh, thanks, Natasha. You nearly made me cry there. I'm an emotional wreck at the minute, so I really appreciate how nice she was then. But yeah, Natasha is, I think, the only person in my life, other than my best friend, who sends me like 7-minute voice notes, and it's just like, Michaela, I want to ask this question, and then she's like, don't do that, and then
You
she's like,
probably
oh, what
regret
was I
giving me
saying
a
then?
number, thinking, damn, this woman, I should have given her a number.
She's just absolutely all over the shop. But you see what? I love it because I think if I can help somebody and advise them, then I absolutely will do. And I think when you help other people, you know, like this isn't formal mentoring or anything, but when I've done that previously, you start realizing actually how much you know, because everything comes second nature to you. And even you, Natasha, now, or you know, when you're cleaning projects, you'll know so much more than what Janine will know, and you don't realize because you're so focused on move forward, you don't actually realize how far forward you are in comparison to, you know, some people are, how much knowledge you have in your particular sector compared to other people. And you know, it's not a competition about who's ahead of who, it's just we all have different knowledge sets. And I think if we can share that with each other for free, instead of paying whatever they charge, like £200 a month to download a stupid course, then you know, the world will be a better place, especially in construction, which is just getting rid of all this, you know, the stuffiness. I think do be free to talk as you talk, as strong as your accents are. If you swear, if you like Helen and you're still in bed, because there should just be. Oh, Janine's got cold, you know. Just there should be no judgment, and then we really know who each other are. Then we know, you know, who's going to be our person and who's not. I think it's important to know each other on that level as well. But thank you for your kind words, Natasha. Honestly, it does actually mean a lot today, especially.
Oh, thank you, and thanks for creating this group. It's absolutely amazing. It really is amazing. So
Well, thanks
yeah,
for all
thank
joining
you.
me about sort of shouting in an empty room as well. So,
I'll never miss it, even if my picture's not on, I'm always sort of like tuning in. I'll never miss it. I'll mute now anyway. Mute back.
Thanks, Natasha. I'm just so impressed as well that she was the boxer for GB. When I found out, I was like, what? But then when you meet her in person as well, Natasha's really tall. I was like, I just don't like to find out. Absolutely not. Claire, Skirt, I know your camera's off. I don't know if you're around, if you want to talk, if you're just listening in, you're just pretending. Suspicious. Right, we'll leave it there. Maybe she can't speak.
Oh, sorry,
oh.
Michaela, I am here. Sorry, apologies. I struggled to get it last because this is only, hi everyone, this is only my second one, but I struggled to get it on my laptop, so I'm actually on my phone, and my phone I can't actually get the camera working. So I am here and I have been listening to all of you. I just was a bit delayed getting in. So I just want to say thank you very much for letting me join this group. I'm immensely grateful. So I've got a marketing and property business that I've only just set up recently, as of last year. I'm in the Northwest in Preston, and like, just to reiterate what everyone's saying, I'm very happy, you know, like to support or, you know, share on LinkedIn, you know, like you've said about your cleaning business, any support I can offer, or, you know, networking or anything like that. Because my son's 16, he's just doing his GCSEs at the minute. I am divorced, and I think what I'm finding a struggle is with being on my own, maintaining that consistent income of, you know, what's the word? When I first started in the construction industry, we were doing bathrooms, and then that was a guaranteed weekly income. And I think I'm just, what's the word? Looking, you know, how best to, which route to go down. So what I've been doing is I have got clients that are in the construction industry. One that I've been doing a lot for, which is a company that does stone, tile and timber for interiors and exteriors. Yeah, that's me really.
Oh, thanks, Claire. So what is it that you're looking for? More clients in construction to do the marketing, is that?
Well, this is the thing, because my background is obviously in demolition and asbestos removal, and that's more of the level of construction and the property development side that I'd prefer to be in. what I'd been doing was using the marketing clients to, you know, fund that as an interim measure. So I would prefer to actually be more in the construction industry. So what I've done is I've completed all the projects that we were doing. And at the moment it's almost that I'm helping others with their construction businesses.
And so, sorry, Claire, I've actually just invested in an asbestos company, so we've not started promoting it yet because we've just got a few accreditations to get. But as a company, opposed to the individuals, what did you used to do in asbestos and demolition? Was it marketing in that?
Yeah, it was marketing for the construction, the demolition company that had the asbestos removal in house.
Right, I see. Well, I'd love to say I can outsource it, but that's my role in the investment is doing the marketing as well. So I mean, it's what to do. Although I'd love to just buy it off you, to be honest, because I'm creating more work for myself, and there's a lot of plates spinning. Right, yeah, but it's good to know. So another marketing person. I think there's a few actually in our hall. But there's also an absolute ton of construction companies who definitely need to start marketing the businesses better, because I see some shit shows on social media and some websites. I'm like, who the hell is your marketing team and what is happening? So yeah, good to know, Claire, and thanks for joining us. Like I said, we do this every second Thursday at 9:30 to 10:30. So feel free to join anytime. You're more than welcome. And okay, so I guess we've just got an open floor. There's 10 minutes left. We don't have to, you know, go on for 10 minutes, or we can do if anybody else has got anything to ask, or you know, you want to speak to each other, or have like dominated this conversation. Anybody want to say anything?
I was about to ask who's Bubbles note taker.
Sorry, Janine, what was it that you said you did? I only touched upon it because I was just on another line as well.
What do I do? So I've got an events, logistics and cleaning and crewing company. We've been doing cleaning now for about 5 years.
Okay, longer than me actually.
Yeah, but actually what happened is I was getting like real tinsy, dribby drabby jobs, little event jobs. And before COVID hit, ruined us. We had to sell like 4 of our vans for the logistics stuff. And then I went from being someone that earned a really, really good wage to being on benefits, really struggling, really difficult, not to mention, you know, all the same woes that everyone else went through at that time. And then I'm a grafter. I'm one of these. I'm not that managing director that just kind of sits behind a laptop. I do the balance. So sometimes I have a day where 3 of my team are sick and can't go to work. I will go to the job myself. That's how we roll. We're called Conscious Cleaning Company, by the way. And a friend of mine just said, do you know what? There's some cleaning jobs on Facebook, like domestics. I was like, oh, domestics, like hassle.
I hate domestics.
Profit. I know, right? It's always so much hassle and not that much profit.
No.
And then you've always got that angle where you know, your team, if you haven't got trusted cleaners, they can nick your clients. So anyway, so I went, oh, sod it, I just need money. So I went and did it. And because I'm one of these people, if I do something, I'll give it 150%. Virgo as well, a bit perfectionist. Built up a full schedule within about 4 weeks, and this is during COVID, like chock-a-blocker. And then I started again, because I'm really passionate about empowering women. I then started like at the school gates, hearing about other mums that needed to earn money. So I started kind of cherry picking other women, like going, look, you can still work while the kids are at school, you know, all that jazz. And I now
cleaning fits perfectly around the school drop-off actually, because it's like 9 till like 3 or half. It's perfect.
Exactly, because once you start getting into paying for childcare and stuff like that, it just changes the game. you've got to be in a certain bracket of earning to be able to
Been there, yeah.
childcare
The
and all that.
£1,000 nursery fees, you could have mortgaged
So,
another house. Yeah,
Mama
definitely.
free, I get it. Yeah. So
Yeah.
and then I now have a glorious team. My team are like my extended family. I adore
Yeah.
them. 21 cleaners I've got, and
Oh, brilliant.
and my admin team, 2 of them, and me. And yeah, babe. So and the
I can
event.
learn some off you. 21 cleaning staff. Flipping hell.
I tell you what, girl. Do
It
you
is
know what?
hard.
If I'm training to be a therapist as well, Tasha. I feel like I'm hogging up this meeting now, but
we should definitely have a meeting, a chat.
I think
You know,
we do.
yeah, because we're hogging the floor for everybody else. Sorry, ladies.
That's not on, really.
But it'd be worth it. But it seems that we could probably both bounce off one another as well.
What area are you in, Tasha? What area?
I'm Derbyshire. Where are you?
Right. I'm London.
All right. So we're not
Is
in
anyone
competition.
here?
I'm
Is
very
anyone here London? You're London.
No.
Kyrie. How Kyrie? Did I say that correct? Yeah.
Yeah.
And by the way, Kyrie, my partner's from Essex as well. Whoop, whoop.
He's a quieter version of Essex, by the way.
So is mine, funny enough. I do the talking for him, don't worry. Tasha, let's link up afterwards so I'm
Definitely,
not
yeah.
in this. Yeah.
Are you in the WhatsApp group? Can you pull my number from there?
Ooh, WhatsApp group, Michaela. How do I get on that?
I'll give you my number on the guilds.
Yeah, if you send me your number, I'll add you to it.
Yeah, I will do. I'll do it now.
And then I'll
Don't do it on here unless you don't mind. But yeah, so if you send me your number, I'll add you to it.
I feel like I'm comfortable with these ladies anyway. I recognise.
Oh, you put
To be fair, my number's everywhere anyway online, so it doesn't really matter.
Tasha's put it in the chat. You just made me want to get into cleaning. We can do the school run and get paid.
Yeah,
Yummy.
I love it. It's so good, you know, like I mean, I've always enjoyed cleaning, and when I was unboxing, I used to go around to the houses of some of my mates, like the lads, and I used to clean, and they used to take the mickey and say, "Oh, I'll buy you a bottle of bleach for Christmas." And I've always enjoyed cleaning. Like I've just always liked. I mean, says me with the messy background. Sorry, guys, but I do enjoy cleaning, and I think that if I've ever got like. Yeah, if I'm ever stressed or my mind's a bit foggy, I can get up and I'll do a good scrub, you know, and like honestly, it just clears my mind. Like I can get up at 2 o'clock in the morning. I mean, this is probably OCD, ADHD kicking in, which I have both of, and which is absolutely brilliant, I think, for business. But sometimes I can't sleep. And then I'll just think, oh, I'll go downstairs, and then I'll do one thing, and I'll say, I'll just put the washer on. Then I'll just load the dishwasher. Oh, I'll just wipe this down. Then I'll be full on cleaning the oven at like 2 in the morning. But it clears my mind, you know, it helps my mind clear and focus.
I honestly, thankfully, I'm with somebody who sounds like you, but there is just no way I'm ever like, oh, do you know what? I'll get the mop out. I don't even know if we have a mop. I'm presuming we do because we have tiled floors, but I could not tell you where in my house that mop lives.
Yeah,
I'm thinking about it now. I'm like, we definitely have a mop. I'm sure we do. Where is it? There's just no
Michaela, I am totally the same. Everyone goes, oh, your house must be spotless. I bet you love cleaning.
Spotless because we're knackered, so we can never clean our own.
I actually, when I'm on job, I love it. Yeah. When I started cleaning through COVID, it was amazing for my mental health because you know, all of us were struggling, I think, with mental health issues at that time, and it gave me time to get into like all my podcasts and my law of attraction and really just work on me, get into the zone. But the actual cleaning itself, if I'm doing it for a job, for a client, I love it. At home, I cannot stand it. Like seriously, my partner's like, this is a joke. You've got a cleaning business. There's no clock, there's no products. Oh, all right. Well, you know, dinner's on.
And that's the thing though, you know, like if you have plumbers, my ex-partner was a plumber, and honestly we had this radiator that had been leaking for maybe 3 years, and in the end I'd come home, I was just so angry. I was like, I just had a child as well, and I just started smashing this radiator. There was water coming out everywhere. I was like, just change. Just He ended up having to, because they almost flooded our house. But I think when you're doing it all day long, then it's really difficult to then go home and start applying that in your home life as well. You're like, I want to clock off from business. Nobody ever asked me to do marketing, so I'm sweet. When I get home, I can actually, my brain can switch off. I'm a children mum marketing to my teacher. It's never best.
Well, I will be picking your brains as well about marketing, because one of my bugbears is social media. I'm terrible with it. I do my best to nurture it. I'm so blessed and fortunate that I've managed to get the work that I've got through word of mouth and contacts. But my visibility and my online presence is atrocious.
You know what, Janine? I've got a bit of VA, you know. I don't know if you've heard of them before. I mean, she's been with me since pretty much the start of the company. She's like I brought her over to England. She came to the awards last year. She's from the Philippines, and I paid for her to come over, and I think she's going to come over.
VA, is that a virtual assistant?
Yes, it is.
Right.
Yeah,
keeping up with it. Okay.
And it might help you, because what you can do is just get somebody that specialising in stuff that you're not so good at. I like to know a bit about everything, but I can't actually do everything. You know, and actually sit and think of it, actually, what do I do? And I'm actually just good at cleaning and probably like delegating. But when you really think of it, that's what you because I used to do everything at first. I used to do literally everything, all my social media, the cleaning, the raw, everything, literally everything, as well as having a newborn. And then slowly I got the confidence to give little bits and bobs away, and social media is not my thing either. So I'm good at creating and coming up with what I want, but I can't do it on social media. So that's where I feel like the VA helps me. I don't know if any of the other ladies have got a virtual assistant, but I've got two now as well. And they are just like you say, extended. I mean, they're brilliant, and my little boy's jumping around all over. They just totally get me. I think I'm the only, because they have different clients, but I'm the only one. I say, am I the only one that swears on meetings? And it's like, 1 minute, I've got to go wipe my son's bum, or, you know, it's just like, and they're like, yeah, you're the only client that we have that's just like all over. So I've worked with that company since pretty much since I started the business. So they're really good. So when we have a chat, you can maybe look into that. It's with a gentleman, he's down London actually, he's called Richard. He's such a lovely guy. And the business is called Awakening to Business for anybody, and they are really, really good. So you pay him and he pays them. If that makes sense. But I've had them for years now. So if anybody's looking to outsource some work, it's good price as well. Then yeah, look them up.
What I will say as well, Janine, is for me, there's probably the business that I bring into my business, 90% of it's from LinkedIn, literally 90% of it. And I don't even post that much because I'm just always so busy, and then I think, shit, I've not posted for a week, so I'll put something up. And pretty much every time I post anything about a website, we'll get 3, 4, 5 new websites that actually end up converting into websites as well. That's our biggest thing that we sell, like on social media. So I picked like my thing, you know, it's not advertising in the magazine, it's generally websites or social media management, it's something along those lines, but normally websites. And literally every time I do a post about it, we end up converting leads from it. So it is really, really important. However you go about it, it's really important to be speaking about it online so people are aware. I can't stress it enough, but just being honest in your tone of voice as well, you know, like making sure that comes across, and you'll attract the clients who you want to attract, you know, and that you're going to be speaking the same kind of language. So it's super important. I even say it's for people who are working for somebody else as well, like make sure you're actively posting about what you're doing, because at some point, if you don't want to be working at that business, you're going to want to go somewhere else. Then you want like a history of how you talk, what you're like, you know, like what you, it's better than a CV. People can go on and see what you've been actively like on LinkedIn. So it is important.
Hi, Amanda.
Right, and then yes, I'll wrap it up because I'm conscious, you know, we're going over time. So thank you all for joining us, old and new. It's been lovely to see you all. Back again next month. I'll put all the info in the hub. Thanks, Samantha. And if you, I'll inbox you on LinkedIn the link to join our hub as well.
Added to the hub as well, so that's brilliant. Thank you.
I'll join you on. You can join us then. Thank you, everybody.
Bye.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you. Have a
Take
great
care.
day.
Bye, thank you.
Bye.